Apparently, booking a seat on a train is not a real booking if someone else decides to sit there. So I'm a college student who takes the same train home every Friday afternoon. I always book the same seat. Window seat, facing forward, car 3. It's like my weekly ritual. I pay extra for the reserved seating because the train gets packed and I need to study during the 2-hour ride. Last Friday, I get on the train with my backpack full of textbooks and my laptop ready to work on my psychology paper that's due Monday. I walk to car 3, find my seat, and there's this middle-aged woman sitting there. She's got her stuff spread out everywhere. Purse, coffee, magazines, like she owns the whole section. I politely show her my ticket and say, "Excuse me, I think you're in my seat." She looks at my ticket, then looks at me and goes, "Oh, well, I'm already settled in. Just find another seat." Just like that. No apology, no nothing. I explain that I specifically booked this seat and paid extra for it. She rolls her eyes and says, "It's just a seat, sweetie. Be flexible." The train's starting to move and I can see there are barely any seats left. Most people are standing in the aisles with their luggage. The conductor comes by checking tickets, so I flag him down thinking he'll sort this out. He looks at both our tickets and confirms mine is for that exact seat. But then this woman starts this whole sob story about how she has back problems and needs to sit by the window and how she's going to see her sick mother. The conductor just shrugs and tells me, "Maybe you could work something out between yourselves." Then he walks away. I'm standing there holding my heavy backpack while she's comfortably spread out in my seat that I paid for. I tried reasoning with her one more time, offered to help her find another window seat, even offered to pay the difference if she wanted to upgrade somewhere else. She literally waved me away like I was bothering her and put her headphones on. That's when I remembered my friend Jessica's advice about being assertive. I pulled out my phone and called the train company's customer service line. Right there, loudly enough for her and nearby passengers to hear, I explained the situation. "Yes, I'd like to report that someone is refusing to move from my reserved seat and your conductor won't help." The woman suddenly got very interested in our conversation. The customer service rep told me they'd contact the conductor directly. Within 5 minutes, the same conductor came back, but this time he wasn't being friendly. He firmly told the woman she needed to move immediately or face removal at the next station. She started making a scene, saying I was being dramatic over just a seat, but she packed up her stuff. As she was gathering her magazines, she muttered something about entitled kids these days. The irony was not lost on me. I finally got to sit down and started working on my paper. About an hour into the trip, I heard this commotion a few cars down. Apparently, the woman had tried the same thing with someone else's seat and was now being escorted off the train at the next station by transit police. The passenger she'd tried to scam was this elderly man who'd booked a seat to visit his wife in the hospital. He'd been too polite to make a fuss, but other passengers had stepped in when they saw what was happening. Turns out she'd been pulling this scam for weeks, hoping people would just give up their seats rather than cause trouble. When I got home, I actually got a call from the train company apologizing for the conductor's handling of the situation and offering me a voucher for a free trip. Apparently, multiple passengers had filed complaints about both the woman and the conductor's refusal to enforce their own seating policies. The best part? When I took the train the following Friday, the conductor remembered me and personally made sure my seat was available. He told me they'd banned that woman from the train system entirely after discovering she'd been doing this regularly, sometimes even selling the seats she'd stolen to other passengers for cash.